All right. Rolling the ball up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And across the knuckles. And then we will take it in one hand and squeeze. And then the other. And then the first. And back to the other, excuse me. And let us go around the back today so as not to wake up any sleeping dogs. Switch. 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 And switch. And let's go between the legs. Switch. 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 And switch. We'll leave the ball on the floor. Come on up. Assess how the feet are feeling. Shaba. Stop it. And step on the ball, press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, press down once, going across. And scoot it across the knuckles. And bring it down to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and slide it across the top of the heels. Bring the ball to right below the first knuckle and press down. Side of the top of the heel and press down. Middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down to the bone. And screw. Three, 2, and 1. Release and reassess. Go to the other foot to repeat the very same sequence. Moving up to the knuckles. Here's Alaska. Now they're all down here. Hey. Now go to the top of the heel and slide across the top of the heel. And get the 3 points. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And let's do some wood chops. We'll do 7 through the middle. Hinging at the waist. And then 7 from the top and across the body diagonally. And then the other side. And come on up and shake the tree. Good. Here. And 3, 2, 1, center. Nice deep breath in, twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center. I'm going to do the Michael Wynn energy grounding exercise. So we're going to shift weight from one channel to the other as the hands move up and down the front of the spine. And as the hand comes up, your weight is on that side. And it's a little bit forward on the toes. Moving back to the heel. Just shift your weight to the other foot. Hands expanding. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go and do some walking, marching, or jogging. I'll jog over to turn my clock face around so that I can see it. And today we do our seated exercise. We're going to do the seated core routine. No squats involved if you want to do rapid squats to pick up your heart rate. Let's see. I might do some side jacks. But don't be afraid to do exactly what you're doing. Be safe whatever you do. We've got 5 Tibetans in the after class. I'm going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 15. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands. Reach up. and back. Come back to center, bend to one side. And then the other. Come back to center. Lower the hands, press out at the chest. Come on down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Raise the hands a little bit higher. And come down. Shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And we're going to do that vagus nerve release. So what you're going to do is bring your hand up over your head to the opposite temple. Tug the head gently towards that shoulder. Look up out of the side of your eyes with your eyes and hold. And then release. Do the same thing on the other side. Come across, tug towards your shoulder, look up out of the corner of your eye. And come on back. Let's massage the trapezius. And then the rear deltoid. And the other trapezius. And the other rear deltoid. Let's bring one arm across the body and press in at the elbow. And then the other. First hand behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Good to wrap both elbows, rock side to side. Go on down and rotate the neck. Reverse position, directions. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Let's go to a side lunge. Other direction. Bring the feet in, hinge at the waist, drop the arms, keep the spine neutral and head back. Come on up. Turn to the side, press on the back heel. And turn around, press on the other heel. Come on up and grab a stick. And we're going to do the EFI toning bar routine today. So we'll take the stick behind the spine, parallel to the spine, and go up and down. And then switch the position of the hands. Bring the stick behind the back and in the crook of the arms, rotate at the waist. And then bring it up overhead. Go back and forth. And then palms facing in, stick it to shoulder, do 10 bicep curls. Reverse the position of the hands so the palms are facing out. Drop the stick below the waist, hinge at the waist, drop the stick, and then just come up straight and bend over again, keeping the spine neutral and the head back. 3. And then bend over again with the spine neutral and lift the elbows up past the rib cage 10 times. And then come up, bring the stick to the shoulders and raise it up overhead. Keep it at the shoulders and flop the wrists. And then push out. Drop the stick below the waist. Bring the elbows up to the shoulder height. And bring the stick behind the back with the palms facing away and raise the stick up behind the shoulders or up behind the back. And 10. And then reverse the position so the palms are facing towards the body and do 10 more. And then come and bring the stick around to the front. Center, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. And come up on your toes for 15 seconds or so, 13, 12. And then back on your heels. And then back down. And let's put the stick down and grab a chair. Before we sit down, I just want to go over a move you can do with the chair if we're doing lunges and you don't feel safe doing them without holding on to something. You can always stand behind the chair and do a lunge this way, holding on with both hands. And you only have to go down as far as you feel comfortable doing. But if you can get your knee parallel to, or you want 90 degrees here, and your knee just above the floor for optimal range. But again, only go down as far as you feel comfortable. All right. I'm going to start by crossing one leg over the other and rotating at the ankle 5 times in one direction and then 5 in the other. And then point the toes away from the shin and then towards the shin 10 times. Then put your hands on your knee and lean in towards it, keeping the spine neutral. Just hinge at the waist and press down on that knee. Hip flexor stretch. And then come back up. Bring that foot down and cross the other foot. Rotate at the ankle 5 times in one direction. And 5 in the other. Point away and point towards the shin 10 times. Put your hands on your knee, hinge at the waist, push down on the knee. and come up. You want to be in the middle of the chair, put your hands on your knees. We're going to do some cat cows, seated cat cows. So tuck in your chin, around your back, cat, and cow. Chin up, arch back, rounded back, chin in, arch back, chin up. One more. Let's do some diagonal reaches, 45 degrees in front. And then move your feet out and knock your knees together 10 times. And spread your feet apart, come across, try to touch your toes. If you don't, no problem, just go towards them. Okay, come on back. We're going to do some seated jacks. And now some marching. And some knees to elbows. You can do the same elbow, or if you can, come across towards, knee towards elbow. If it doesn't hit, no problem. And 10. And finally, let's do a double leg raise. Holding on to the seat of the chair. Good. And we're going to do our breathing exercise. We'll do it sitting down. Again, it's called a coffee breath. It'll give us some energy to finish off our routine this morning. We will do 20 exhales as if we're sneezing through the nose into the lower belly, relaxing the upper body, the upper shoulders. And then we're going to take 2 regular breaths, 20 more, and then 2 regular breaths and 20 more. Ready? Two breaths. And 20 more. And last round. All right, let's stand, get the chair out of the way, rub those hands together, cultivating chi. Forming a chi ball. Again, transferring energy from one leg to the other. Chi ball moves us around. Expands, contracts, rotates, and brings us to center with 2 breaths. And we'll open our hearts a little further. And send it out. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Go down, gather it up. And no.
All four-legged showed up today.
Yeah, they did. You saw them
Popular
all.
Saturday.
Yeah, they're all tearing up the floor here too. I don't know what's going on.
Tom, how did you disappear just then?
You know, I was wondering that too. I didn't see my legs as I flipped through. Did you?
No, I didn't.
No,
It just kind
I
of
didn't
went.
either. I don't know what happened to my legs.
If we find them, we'll let you know.
Yeah, please do. It's an. I'm not sure if it's good or bad that I don't have legs,
No comment.
but I am able to move. Good morning, Don. So,
Right.
have a great weekend.
Okay, we'll say goodbye to you, Tom.
All right, Bill,
Yeah.
Marlene, take care.
Right, you too.
And for those of you sticking around, we got some 5 Tibetan action coming up. I'll switch to this other camera before going to the floor to see if I actually have a body on that. All right. We can twist at the waist and swing the arms, or we can spin up to 11 times. And when you're done, and take your time, 2 breaths. Oh, there we go. All right. All is well. All right, meet you on the floor. Where you can put your hands by your side in the regular form, or under your back if you need support there, under the head if you need support at the neck. Soles of the feet can either be on the floor for the modified version or extended. Either way, the head, neck, and shoulders are coming up as either the legs come up or you bring the soles of the feet up to the floor. I'll do 6 modified, 5 regular. Hello, cats. Starting now. 1. And 11. Take 2 deep, energizing breaths. And then let's get up on our knees. Hold our hands on the back of the thighs or on the glutes. You don't want to do an extension. Just rock back on your knees slightly. Otherwise, come back and forward. Up to 11 times. And then we'll sit down. Take a couple of breaths. And soles of the feet can be on the floor, or the legs can be extended. The hands can be by your hips with the fingers facing forward in the normal position. But if you find it more comfortable, by all means, put them behind you, fingers facing away. However you choose to do this, you're gonna come into an inverted table and back down. Let's do 10 more. 2, 3. And then take 2 breaths. Passing counts. And turn around on to all fours. In a modified version, you'll come up into Cobra. Unmodified. Start in the down dog, come into up dog, and that'll be 1 for me. 2. And in. Come around, cross your legs. However feels right this morning. And either sitting up or bending over. Do 6 circles in one direction and 5 in the other. And then take a deep breath as you switch the position of the legs. What was on top goes on the bottom, or what was in front goes behind. We're going to do 5 circles in the original direction, 6 in reverse. Pausing on the last round to stretch out in front and doing 2 rounds of box breathing. And then do it over the left knee and then over the right. Here we go. I'm going to stretch out. I'm going to do 4 in breaths to the count of 4, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Do that twice in each position. Really now. Left knee. And right knee. And come on up. And stop now. Well, I looked at the screen for a second and I said, wow, everything had changed. I was in another universe or somebody else's screen. Everybody good?
Good, good. Have a good rest of the weekend.
All right, you too.
See
Thank
you
you.
Monday.
All righty. Very good. Where's my-
Thanks, Tom.
All right, Art. Take care. Have a good trip down tonight.